What's up, everyone? Here to do my review of Hunter x Hunter episode 92. And this week's episode was pretty good as usual, but the pace has definitely slowed down a lot just because I've actually heard that this is the longest arc in Hunter x Hunter, so I already assume as much. So yeah, I'm not really surprised, but things like were super slow, especially for Hunter x Hunter, because we're so used to, I don't know, things moving in a lot faster fashion. And yeah, overall it wasn't too bad, but just slower than normal. So the episode starts off with Chairman Natero calling for a medical team because they're actually going to save the queen. But obviously, even though things didn't end up like that, or her living, I didn't think that they were going to let her live for like her purposes. They obviously were going to do things to her and ask her stuff about the Chimera ants. But anyways, it starts off with him calling the medical team, and he asks Colt, I'm going to need your cooperation. And after that, Chairman Natero puts on this shirt and it says heart, and I guess he only puts it on when he's seriously fighting. And he wasn't, obviously, times before we've never seen him fight, but we don't, why would he show off for anyone? But supposedly, like as we were told before, he shows off his nin, and as we were told before, he would be killed off by a royal guard. And that just makes me wonder, because I'm not sure if the order of which they're born has anything to do with strength, or I have no idea. And it just makes me think that because Neferupito was born first, that maybe she might be the weakest. And if that's the case, we're in for a super long arc. And after that, we go over to the Chimera ants, and everyone else has left. Like, there are no Chimera ants left except for two of them. I believe Beehorn and a little panda looking one. I'm not sure of his name. But after that, they're trying to do surgery on the queen, and they're trying to keep her alive. And Colt, he's just like, please save the queen. Like, I'll give up my blood, my organs, anything. And it just really shows like how much his past life like intersects with the current him, because he was just so used to loving his mom and stuff like that, that it just like still, the queen is like his current mom, and all the queen cares about is the king okay, is the king okay? And actually the humans can't hear them, because as we know, they can only speak through telepathy, and nobody else knows what she's really saying. But she really just is worried about the king, and she finds out he's okay, and she says, oh, it's a good thing that he's okay and stuff like that. And he tells her they need to live because the rest of them don't know what to do. And all she says is, my boy has the talent to rule the world, and I have one last request, and tell him his name. And she names him Miriam, and I thought that was kind of interesting, because I actually knew this before. It means illuminate all, and pretty much means rule over all. And it just really makes me wonder, like, how much of a beast is the king. Like, I want to see him to his full extent, but I'm sure that we won't see the final clash between Netero and the king, because I assume that who else can compete with this guy? Because I will say this, they said that 50 years ago or something like that, that he was the top nin user or whatever, but I'm not actually sure right now, because with people like Gin, and I just wonder like who's gonna come help them exterminate the Chimera ants, because like I don't see who else can compete, or who else is that much stronger than Chairman Natero. So right after she tells Colt like what she wants him to do and tell him his name and everything, she passes away, and a small baby actually comes out, and it is super small. And he says like he will protect this thing no matter what this time, because he said before he couldn't protect anything because he was having memories from his past life because he couldn't protect his little sister or his mom, and he's saying he will protect his baby. And Morel comes up to him, and I actually thought he was gonna whack him off or something like that, and maybe at least not kill the baby. And he tells him that if you promise not to eat humans, that we can keep you alive somehow, or we can protect you. And I just found that really interesting because Colt, he never seemed like a bad character at all. He never seemed like one of the evil ants, and he was also the first one born. But it just makes me think, like, how could they live in society normally? But I'm sure we'll learn a little later in the arc. But after that, we go over to Gon and Killua again, and Gon finally says it's okay, and he has this silly face, and he's fine like he normally is. And we start talking to Spin a little bit, and she says finally, because Kite wouldn't want you moping around like that. That's not how he is. Even though you met him first, we have known him for longer, and he wouldn't want to see you like that. And after that, we get a little bit of a backstory from Spin. I guess she's from a certain island where certain birds come to, and she was starting a business, like, I think it's mining, and Kite was the only person that could actually listen to them and take them seriously. And after that, we also find out about Kite that he has no home to go to. And it also makes me wonder, like, I don't know what's going on with Kite, because I'll talk about that in a little bit, but it just makes me wonder, like, what is Kite's backstory, where is he from, and stuff like that. And after that, the rest of the episode is pretty simple. All the captains are free, and we, like, have them going to different places. And actually after that, we see a person moving super fast, and it's like it's shaking, like it's really weird, almost like it's wooden or something. And I'm not gonna lie, it looks like Kite, because obviously the gray long hair, and it just makes me wonder, like, what is going on with that. And the episode finishes up with the king and the royal guards pulling up to some sort of republic or some sort of kingdom. It looks like a really, really nice castle. And I'm pretty sure they're about to take that over and make that the king's, because like you said, the nest they had before was disgusting, and those will probably be their headquarters. So overall, decent episode. Slow for Hunter x Hunter. Glad we got some story progression. Glad that we get to see the true gap between Netero and the king. It just really amazes me that Colt even can sense that, yeah, you will be killed off by a royal guard. Not even close. Like, and the king, like, and what also made me, like, know that it was truly, like, he was truly not even close, was Morel and Nove were, like, almost shaking, almost like how Killua and Gon were when it came to Netherpito. And, like, we just go over to Colt, and he's just like, with the calmest face ever, like, nope, you'd be killed off. And also, Netero says something important. He says he has to go see someone, so hopefully he's rounding up some very powerful Nin users, and yeah, we'll see some great fights in the next couple episodes. But that's all I have. Thanks for watching my review.